Hey Libras, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your weekly horoscope for December 12th through the 18th. Now, this can be for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Of course, once I get the other videos uploaded, you are more than welcome to check your other placements because those may resonate with you more than this particular horoscope. Contact information, booking information in the description box below. If you need to reach out to me directly via text message, that phone number is also in the description box below as well. So let's take a look and see the energy coming towards you. The 18th. Some of you feel like you're running out of time. Like now you're just on a race against the clock for something. Yeah, 12 of the Hangman could be dealing with the Pisces. Some of you Libras this week, you may be focusing more on your mental health, or you may be booking like a session when it pertains to like a therapist. So you could be going to therapy this week. Two of Swords. Okay. First card out, worried about dealing with legalities. So court cases, court situations. Some of you, it feels like you're trying to find some type of document that you need. It may be stuck in a book where you write out your budget, or it's stuck in some type of place where you keep important documents for your finances, like statements from your bank account, statements when it comes to mortgage or whatever. It's there if you're looking for some type of court paper, court document that you may have possibly misplaced. Okay, but it also it could even be in the kitchen. Excuse me. Anyway. See, I said you're focusing on your mental health. All these cards are coming upright except this one. Something is bothering you big time. And it feels like for some of you guys, you've been possibly going through a little bit of a depressive week. Some of you guys are even possibly dealing with depression, but you're showing yourself up as the Queen of Wands. So you're trying not to let it get to you. You're trying not to let it get you down. But there's also this energy here where you feel like sometimes I wish somebody would just ask me if I'm okay. Your automatic is that you may definitely feel like people will automatically assume that, you'll be okay, you'll handle it. But for you this week, you're like, you know what? I'm tired of that. Like, when are you going to ask me if I'm okay? And some of you may be feeling like that when it pertains to possibly an emotional situation. It seems like that if it's coming across like somebody could care less what you're dealing with right now, which may be why you're feeling a little bit depressed, a little bit sad, a little bit down, because you may feel like, out of all the people, you are at least supposed to be worried about what I have going on. So this gives me energy where somebody's just not checking in because somebody seems to be more concerned with what they have going on. But also some of you Libras coming into this week, you may definitely be at a crossroads when it pertains to if you stay or if you go. But this week, you're leaving. You're not necessarily interested in postponing this situation anymore. Okay. But a lot of it may have to do with the fact that either you struggle to accept the fact that this relationship wasn't going to be perfect, or they did. Okay, because it seems like one person was in reality and the other person was in a fantasy, and now it's like blown up. So somebody is struggling to deal with the reality side of things, and it's creating this whole bunch of chaos or this whole bunch of imbalance with the Tower coming through. Anyway, so also, like I said, with the Tower coming through, some of you guys have to be mindful about an ex coming back in unexpectedly. So for you this week, you may definitely be like constantly in your mind or in your head because you're trying to wrap your mind around like, what does this person want? What does this person want from me? And this may possibly be somebody at one point that maybe left you feeling depressed, or maybe made you feel like that it was all your fault and that they did nothing wrong. So it's coming through like this person is back again. However, the only difference I see this time is that you may be getting your feelings involved again, even though it may not necessarily be the same thing for them. Now, this conversation may be said, or it could just be a matter of the conversation is just basic conversation, and someone may definitely take it as, okay, I think we're getting somewhere, but it feels like that it would just be wrong. It would just not be a good decision for you to get your feelings wrapped up in this person again. Because I get an energy here where they don't have any plans of staying. Okay. Even for those of you in connections, the same thing applies. You're back talking to somebody from the past. You're going to catch feelings. They don't have feelings for you. Like and it's feelings in a manner of what you want it to be. Like they care about you as a person, yeah, but it ain't that deep. But this can be vice versa as well. Yeah, look at that. Five of Cups. See, that's what I said. I don't get any energy that this person plans to stay. But also with the Five of Cups coming in reverse, yet again, it feels like you and this person keeps doing this thing back and forth, maybe every 10 months, every 6 months, where you guys come back into each other's lives, you talk, and maybe a lot of times it's during a moment where somebody's going through something emotionally or a breakup or whatever it is. You just want somebody to talk to. Take it as such. But somebody takes this as, okay, we're going to talk and we're going to move forward to something better. That would just be naive of you at this point. Okay. But also, I'm guessing there's some issues when it pertains to structure. That's what also somebody is running away from. Somebody's running away from being held accountable for their actions. Somebody also is running away from structure. But even outside of that, those of you in a company, you're dealing with the same thing, I feel like, as well. You're dealing with a company where there is no structure, or the rules only apply to a certain amount of people. So some of you definitely this week, you could just be at that point where you're fed up. So I see an energy here where you may be going off on a coworker. I'm getting like, I'm hearing like an Angelica, or this is somebody with the letter A, initial A in their first, middle, or last name. Okay. Oh, because I don't know why I want to say, honestly, it just feels like you're going to be blindsided this in a way this week. It feels like that. Okay. Either somebody is coming at you with information. Some of you, again, there's a lot of signs thinking about filing grievances against their employers. Because I think, um, Pisces had this as well. So you may definitely be in the same manner. You're thinking about filing a grievance against an employer, especially if you need to take off, or you tried to take off if somebody passed away and this company was giving you a hard time. I see you're trying to pursue legal action against it in a manner after you look up the rules or after you go through the policy or whatever it is. It's a very, very tight knit policy. So it may still take you some time to research through all these documents and things. Okay. By the way, this week is not a good week to start a business. Even though you're itching for freedom. You're itching for a job where you don't have to clock in. But, from what I'm seeing here, it's just not a good week for you to do that because you won't necessarily stick to it. But the reason why you're trying to start a business is because you're depressed. Or even if you have something, the reason why you're trying to start something else is because you're depressed. Even if you go back towards something, you may go back towards something that's not necessarily good for you, but you're just going through something right now. You know? Yeah. Ten of Cups in reverse. It's like, there's feelings, but they're not deep enough to the point where this can become something. So even for those of you Libras that are single, I'm not seeing anybody new coming in outside of the fact of somebody who you normally go back and talk to. It feels like you'll talk to them again. But it feels like you just have to protect your heart because you're going to catch feelings. Yep. Cancer, Scorpio coming through. There's the fear. What is this fear you have of being caught? I don't know what that's about. Some of you guys, you also are like, gifts are being awakened. Some of you guys, gifts are being reawakened, probably from what you did in a past life. So this may definitely be a little bit of an uncomfortable week for you this week because you're trying to figure out what the hell is going on. But it seems like that you're going through a transformation. You're preparing to be the phoenix in some type of a manner, and you don't really understand why this is happening. But even the moon and the empress, I feel like you need to trust your gifts. You need to trust the signs, symbols that are given to you because they're not wrong. Okay. Sometimes you may think that your intuition is telling you one thing, but it may be wrong, because it may be set on an outcome that you want instead of looking at it more black and white. So I would say heed to the signs and symbols around you, like whether it be in music, whether it be on billboards. You may be seeing 444 or 1212. You got to look it up because I forgot what those mean. um but what I like to do when it comes to angel numbers, if I see a particular angel number, like if it is 444, I go directly to the fourth house. What sign do I have on my fourth house? That gives me a little bit more clue of what I need to pay attention to. That's just how I do it. You could try it, but anyway. Yeah, King of Swords. You see, didn't I say something about secrets? King of Swords coming in reverse. I get a little bit nice, nasty energy here. Empress and the Four of Wands. It's weird because these two energies of marriage came up. So some of you guys, that could be where you're at. You may be at a crossroads when it pertains to getting married, not getting married, or calling it off completely. And that could be where this energy is coming from, because I was just like, okay, so it's done. I'm supposed to start my life over, and we're supposed to act like nothing has happened. Nothing has happened just because it's something that you don't want to do. So like I said, you gotta hold in your anger. You gotta hold it in, rein it in. Okay. Some of you Libras also will be keeping a pregnancy a secret, even from the person who you're pregnant by, because you and this person may be in a bad spot. And you're like, look, at this point, I don't even know if I want ties to you. So we're just going to keep that a secret. Some of you Libras are actually keeping a pregnancy a secret by a married person. Yeah. Yeah, this feels more so temporary, but it's the same old thing over and over and over. Fights, you fight, you don't, you depress, you're not. It's a lot of back and forth when it pertains to this whole situation, and it's just there's no growth. Some of you guys at this point, you're really just only staying because you guys have kids together. But I feel like once these kids get about 13, then what should have been done now will be done then, which will be a breakup, complete breakup. Yeah. This gives me, yeah. Somebody's still trying to remain hopeful that the love will come back, that you guys will be able to, move past this, that the love is still there. But I don't feel, it feels like they don't really feel at this point. It feels like that there's not really peace to be made here, to be honest with you. But you remain hopeful. This is more so you than them. I feel like you'll remain more so hopeful than they are, especially if you're older than they are. Then you're the one that's going to remain hopeful. Okay, they are kind of just like, it seems like they keep coming at you like hard, like the Page of Swords in reverse, disrespectful, stalking, lying, spreading rumors. As I say, it's the same old song and dance every time. See, I said staying for the kids. It's a big week for you, yeah. This is renewed vows. I don't think so. I mean, I just don't. It's coming across like I can't say it won't happen, but damn, this looks like that. Some of you, I don't think this relationship is on a timer. This relationship is on a clock, and right now it looks like it's about 80% there. So you got about 20% left to go. So yeah, it's on a timer. Yeah. Yep. So it's like one person is letting it go and the other person is just like, no, I'm not ready to let it go yet. I'm trying to right my wrongs, blah blah blah. And it's like, no, we're not getting back. That's what I feel. Somebody's like, we are not getting back together. Especially like I say, if they're younger water sign, possibly air, they're like, no, mm-mm. It seems like a lot of people these days are realizing what they deserve and what they don't deserve. So this is going to be tough For those people who are so used to getting away with murder and being taken back, now that ship has sailed, you know? But anyway, so Libras, this has been your reading for the week. Hope it helped and see you later.